Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, keep your back straight and relax your body and be comfortable with your posture. Neck head straight in one line. And gently close your eyes and focus your mind to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body and relax your mind and relax your breathing. Just follow the sound. Do nothing extra. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So your right palm on your left. Bring your attention to your body and observe head to toes 3 times and say Swapateva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And also later, observe just the sensation and recognize how that sensation arising, existing and disappearing, impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness within your inner experience. So mentally relax your body, following my words. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax all abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. Bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation in front of your nose. Just allow your inhalation, exhalation to happen itself. And when it happens, recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Do nothing extra. Completely be relaxed and observe. Just see. See your own inhalation, exhalation. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Don't be too lethargic, too relaxed, too soft. And at the same time, don't be too hard. too tight. Just be with the moment of experience, knowingly this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Don't jump over the moment of experience. Don't be delay over the moment of experience. Just be with the moment of experience knowingly. This is inhalation, this is exhalation. Keep follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is the inhalation, exhalation, and the beginning, the middle, end of the inhalation or exhalation. Also, you may experience some inhalation, exhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just recognize it. Your effort should be not towards the inhalation or exhalation, just to recognize the sensation. So sharpen your sense recognition. Allow inhalation, exhalation to happen naturally. Keep your attention only to the sensation. Don't categorize it. Just see how the sensation change. Experience the impermanent and unsatisfactory nature and selflessness. Object and the subject, the observer, also change moment by moment. This all byproduct of our own thoughts. There's nothing else. Recognition also just a thought. Bring your attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one, out of anger or ill will, wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light and expand the capacity to your backside, to your left side, to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma practitioners, we are in a journey. We all are in a journey to the same direction through this timeline. So then we everybody need to tune to kind of like a same speed, same energy to develop a community of Sangha through understanding, not just by physically, through by understanding. When you tune to the same kind of rhythm, it start to develop deeper connection within yourself. You need that. It's kind of like a developing a web, internet, network. So now we have no choice. We came to a point to develop that. It used to be in the ancient time, before we have this old gadgematics, machines and technology. We had that. But on the way, we lose that connection. So it is a moment, it is an opportunity for all of us to tune again with our mental capacity and becoming more better person within your mental connection, because it is a greater challenge for us today with this environment and with the society and the 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 culture we grow, not allow us to grow inside. It allows us to go through, but not without growing. So if you go through the time or the culture, tradition, nations, generations, even through eons, without growing, it is useless. So then you have to ask a question yourself. Through the journey that you go, are you growing? Or are you just go through? So when it comes to the growing and how you can develop that, rather than when you go through, just go through something. So when you go through this material, physical, conventional life, what is happening? You start to build up connections. That connections means more physically and materially, conventionally. You're losing the mental connection, and at the same time you become more comfortable with the material and physical connections. So because of that, what happening, you deeply start to lose the deeper awareness. It is a greater risk for this entire human civilizations, because day by day we losing our awareness. When the awareness losing, you know what is happening? The greed, hatred, and the delusion. Out of the greed and hatred, the delusion is the ignorance is the most dangerous thing. So then remember yourself. It is kind of like your shadow. It is behind you. Maybe it is maybe not even you. So there are family members. That's one family member is enough. Or maybe in a city, one person enough. In a country, one person enough. That ignorant person can destroy whole the country. It's like it doesn't matter how good the seed. Maybe you are so good, but if the soil is not good, remember you cannot grow. So then when it comes to a family, sometimes the one person, ignorance, can destroy entire family, not even just the family, the entire family history can destroy by one person. Don't be that person yourself. Don't be that person. Even don't facilitate to anyone to be like that. Don't be a part of it. It is your responsibility. Because you nourish from this entire human civilization, you nourish through this entire nature. You just not nourish through just only from your family. So you belong to the entire universe. So then be a person like that. So practicing vipassana is you take you to that level, you push you to that level. You need that. If you want to grow, you have to have a purpose. Don't be a person just trying to find a bath in a bucket. Don't just be a person to find the bath in a bowl. We kind of like that people. We have very, very tiny mindset. Even though physically we are so comfortable, so good, healthy, we talk about the health, but deeper inside us, we are very tiny Lilliput people within ourselves. Why? Because we lose the courage. That's what we see all around us. Even just to sit for a moment and to bring the awareness, sometimes you don't have the courage. And even see the truth within yourself, we don't have the courage. So the courage is mean not a very, kind of like a big word. It is strengthening your heart. That's it. Strengthening your blood. Strengthening your own heart is the meaning of courage. Then you have to look. Who can get into the heart? No one. That others can destroy the heart, but no one can get into the heart. Only one thing, that is Dharma. That Dharma. Everybody can break the heart, but the Dharma is the method to fix any broken heart. So then keep that close to you. Why? In this journey, as I mentioned, that we more connected to these material things. That way what we does, We build up walls around your house. So when it comes to the house, you build up walls. When you have walls, what you need next? You need the door and windows. Once you have the doors and the windows, what you need next? Next, you need the lock. Once you have the lock, what you need? You have to have the key. Once you have the key, what is you need next? Key tag. It is just not the one key. You need the key tag, hold it to something. Then once you have the key tag, what will happen? It should be very close to you. You have to protect it. So the vipassana is a method. You destroy the walls that you build with this material world, with the sensual pleasures. That is the vipassana. Because once you break the walls, you no need any windows. You no need any locks. You no need any keys to, and you no need any key lock or key pedal to hold it. You don't need to always clinging to something. You don't need anything to protect something. It is not with the convention. Deeper inside you, you become a person without walls, without windows, or the doors, or without locks, or the without keys yourself. That is where you gain the freedom. So the vipassana take you to that level. So then that we all have the same kind of tool. That is the time. When you go through time, then you have to remember. Are you growing? Are you developing? Are you becoming better? Are you becoming more a matured person within yourself? It is not for anybody. Remember that. This is nothing to do with the Buddha. He came to this world, he and preached the Dhamma, he complete his mission. Done. Then it doesn't matter what you do to the Buddha or not, it doesn't matter to him. All other enlightened masters, all your ancestors, all your parents, and they have done it. And they gave the birth, and they protect you in the beginning very 5 years, done. If you survived in the very past 5 years, remember, you can go through this life. After 5, that's why when you become 5 years old, that's why they take you to school. Now start your journey. Then you still, sometimes, even you become adult, even you become an elder, you are always looking for, babysitting. That babysitting may be not physically, mentally. We hold it to things, ideas, pleasure, sensation. So that means you are not growing, you are still a baby. So then remember yourself, get out of that, change it. Be deeply, get into the bottom. It's okay, you can do this. That is the first thing. That is where the courage comes. You can do this. What is that? Recognizing the truth, becoming a better person yourself and purifying yourself, and getting to a higher place yourself. And always you become a person to go to the higher road, not the lower. So that should be, because that is where the vipassana means, it is not difficult. The difficult, easy come out of the attitude. Remember that. It's nothing to, it cannot say it is difficult. It is only thing is, do you need that? At least do you need the tranquility level of your mind, peace, harmony within yourself, recognition. Do you need that? And sometimes, when people have the temptation, the strong desire, they don't want to see the details. And sometimes if another person try to explain something, they say, no, don't tell it to me. Be myself, let me myself to be ignorance. See, that's how we are. We don't We don't open to the truth. So then yourself remember, through this timeline when you go, start to be a person to, to develop maturity within yourself, become matured within yourself, and develop your strength within yourself. Have the courage to go through the situations. Be a person yourself. And it's kind of like the eagle. You know that eagle, the mother protect and giving the heat to the eggs and protect it. And during that time, in the higher mountain areas, you know, and giving the heat to the eggs is very difficult sometimes. Even 1 minute if she go away, then she need to start to put all her effort to 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 heat that eggs, because sometimes very cold environment, but still she able to give the heat. And after she giving heat, and during that time, and when the babies come, during that time she becomes so wild. And if any other animals come around that, and she ready to give up her life and protect that children, that much naturally there is a bond with the mother and that little babies. But you know, when the babies get the stronger feather little by little, little by little, you know what happening? The mother start to kick them out, and kick them out from that, the huge mountain. These little babies, the birds, the seagulls, they cannot even find a way, but still they see them, the behavior of the mother. Why she pushed them out of the mountain? Because otherwise, they never going to gain their own life, their own freedom, their own recognition. But we are kind of like a people like that. Even though eagle have that wisdom, we don't have it. Why? Because sensually we are more bound. With the desires, we are more bound to the world. And because of that little things, we build up walls, and we build up windows and the doors and the lock it, and we build up our own prison inside our mind. We lose our own inner freedom. So the practicing meditation is a kind of way you giving kind of like a effort. You have the effort, and you giving try yourself slowly, little by little. You getting to your authentic nature. Otherwise, there is nothing else. Remember that. You completely become pure, organic, natural being. That is where. Why? Because we became more and unnatural on the way with our behavior. Nothing wrong with anybody. Our ancestors, our parents have done their best. Maybe even ourselves thinking, oh, this is good for us, this is good for us, time to time. We did our best. But now we understand it. So then look yourself. What you want in life and where are you going and what you keep doing, you have to question it. And once you question, you will understand. We all have the same kind of timeline. We all in the same timeline, and we have the same kind of energy. There's nothing different. And the Buddha's time to us, and whatever had the Buddha, and you also have that. That's why you can understand what he taught. That's why the Buddha knew you have the same strength and capacity. That's why he taught the Dharma. Otherwise, he's not going to teach that. So then you have to understand. Forget about Buddha sometimes, even that looking at another person, and can you recognize what is the nature, what is the behavior, what is the life, and how to do things? Then you will see. Nowadays it is close. If you go to a gym and see, it has in that all the instructions and everything, and sometimes other people do things, but still there are people every day come to the gym and they do very weird things when you get into the machine. They don't understand. There are introductions that everything is there, you know and step by step. And even there are some other people doing it. If he just or she get a 5 minute and observe, understand it. But they don't have that kind of thing. They just go with the mind, whatever they have. So our life also kind of like a gymnasium, in day-to-day life. Your house, your head is kind of like a gymnasium. And you go and you work out with your thoughts, you don't see it. But there are some people, they have the same mind, same thought, same time, and they work out in a different way. And they become kind of like Mr. Olympia. And even you cannot ge- get out of your own bed or the chair without help. That's how we are. So then remember yourself. We missing, we missing something. That is not a magic. It is the strengthening yourself. So start to strengthen yourself and start to manifest yourself with the higher purpose to go towards the clarity within your own thoughts. The thoughts are, that is the most powerful. It is like a tree. Remember that. Look, this chair, table, bed, spoons, this anything didn't come out of the sky. This all came out of the tree. So the same tree has power to give, manifest things. So when you think about it, and you can transform that tree to a chair, table, bed, so like that. But at the same time, you have to remember that you can transfer it to cross. And it going to take, even from your own shoulder, you can carry it. And, you can, end your life there, or it can be your coffin. That also come from the tree. So then you have to remember what you try to get out of your thoughts. Are you building your own cross or the coffin, or the chair, table, bed, or other things that which you and others can find the comfort? Look into it. So then in day-to-day life, remember this few information, remember every day and keep it with you and remind it. And also give your best to practice. So the very first thing, don't be so busy. Find some resting time period. Even just start with the 5 minutes. The mostly at home. So if you look very carefully, that resting mean you change the work. So if you work at office and now you have a holiday, you resting means you start to watch TV or watching a movie or listening to music or doing some work, cooking, or trying new kind of food. So that is your rest. Get into the complete rest mean get out of all the bodily action. Get out of all the bodily action. How you can do that? That's why you have to have intention. You have to have the courage to do that. Just 5 minutes. Why? Because you are so busy. You know what happening? Busyness destroy your strength, your creativity, your awareness, your understanding. It destroy. Creating the aeroplane, this huge, ships, and all the huge mass, the rocket science, and this all the mega buildings and the productions, this everything came out of the very restful human mind. Remember that. Nothing came to this world. Nothing introduced something new by busy mind. Forget about enlightenment. We didn't talk about that. Even I'm just telling, in the conventional success. So then yourself find little bit rest, full time for you. It's complete rest. That doesn't mean you're doing something. If you look very carefully, when you have rest time, that is the most busiest time that you act emotionally, since with this indulge in sensual pleasures, and you boiling out, sweating, a resting time. See, that is where we are still here like this. That is why we cannot find change. Why? Because we cannot tune to that higher vibration or the higher awareness. Your mind, your brain, your heart, your blood stuck with the walls and the windows and the doors and the locks and the keys. It is stuck there. You cannot get out. You kind of like a turtle. The turtle is one of the very old creatures, animal. And in the beginning of the world, it says before the dinosaurs, there were dragons. And the turtles was in the ground and the dragons used to fly. And the turtle had the dream to become a dragon. But at the same time, you know what happening? When a little situation comes, turtle becomes so comfortable with under the shell. And that's why turtle still become like that. So we are also kind of like that. When something happens, you become so, into like this. You get into like this. You're not open when a situation comes. So the courage, bringing that openness. So then the start to develop the restful time period yourself every day. 5 minutes enough. Then so what you do at the resting time? Don't do anything. Just even if you can do it opening your eyes, there are some practice they does with the opening eyes. And simply, if you can, just keep close your eyes and then simply don't do anything. Just even don't try to inhale or exhale. Shut down, get out of that also. Let it happen. Just keep observing. Observing whatever happened. That's it. That observation is not an action, and it's a kind of like you go with it. It is not you have desire to observe. No, you just stay, and if the sound come, you recognize. Smell come, you recognize. You don't go with it. If you go with it, it's an action. But you just observe it. If there is a feeling come, you just recognize, because the recognition is the very nature of the mind. That's why. Without recognition, there is no mind. So now you recognize mean you just in the mind. So when you become busy, what is happening? You have no recognition. So the recognition means you allow mind to be there. When there is no recognition, that means you are out of the mind. So then when the sound come, you recognize. That doesn't mean you go with the sound. The smell come, you recognize. Sensation arise, you recognize. Any thought arise, you recognize. You don't go with the thought. You don't multiply the thought. You just recognize. So whatever available, you recognize. That is the pure, clear, resting time. So just do it. It's nothing to do with meditation. You're resting. That's it. If you do it, 8-minute resting. Give to your body kind of like a 8-hour sleeping rest. 8 minute, if you can do it, 8-minute rest like that way, it giving you 8-hour sleeping rest. So normally averagely for a person, that is what called sleep 8 hours to have, balanced healthy life. See why? Because we are not that the resting in day-to-day life, even in the sleep also sometimes we know. So that is why we lose our creativity or even the recognition. So at least try. It's nothing to do with meditation. It is in day-to-day life, that resting time. And then and even don't answer call. Keep it away. 5 minutes, try 5 minutes, 1 week enough for you to try it and see what will happen to you. It will going to take you to something, it going to bring some wisdom, knowledge. That is what you need, not listening and understanding or watching documentaries or the movies or we seeing. No, that the pure experience wisdom, that is what you need. So try it and get out of the busy life, at least 5 minutes. So completely be in the kind of like a restful mood. If there is an emergency, something necessary, then you do. Other than that, you don't do that. So then in day-to-day life, minimize that or most of the activities, because most of activities we perform out of 100, mostly 80% unnecessary activities. Only 20% productive activities we bring back to our life, and only 20% profitable for us. Other all 80%, most of bring unprofitable feedback and some neutral disappearing, eating time, that's it. So then develop, increase the profitable side of actions and minimize the 80% and increase the 20%, that area. So then little by little, and you will find out, even for a day, you can have a very comfortable day and without doing a lot of things and without interfering to a lot of things. And then you have a lot of time. So that is the first thing. Get out of the busyness. Conventional success, and even it deeply benefit for your spiritual development or the spiritual success. Remember that. The second one, don't talk too much. Remember that. Don't talk too much. So, and what I experienced through this journey as a monk. So I just only talk while I'm teaching. That's it. I don't talk in day-to-day life. I don't talk to anybody. Mostly I am staying silent. That's why I can talk like this. So otherwise, if you always blah, 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 like a machine, like a parrot, always talking, it destroys your awareness. It destroys. And you make a lot of mistakes, especially with the words. A lot of people get hurt. And unknowingly, the greed, hatred, and the delusion increase. So you can see through our talks that whatever we delivered, we never allow anyone to increase their greed, hatred, or the delusion through any single word. So how? Because that we keep that clarity, because we don't talk too much. And you see only this, the 15 minute, 30 minute like that. Other than that, I don't talk even when somebody call, just the whatever, yes, no, that's it, done. And sometimes people ask, don't you get depressed? When I go to school, to teach sometimes, and children ask, don't you get depressed? So then I ask them, do you think that becoming silent, so when people talk too much, the person who talk too much also get depressed, and the listener also get depressed. So it multiply. So that is where our life is. So then yourself remember, don't talk too much. Even keep it, it is for you. It is nothing to do with that. It is for you. It is for your personal development and the growth. Rather than in go through life, it help you to grow. You will see. So then when something necessary, you talk, even for your children, don't talk too much. And then when the time come, you will never going to find them. They're going to go with friends. You cannot catch them anymore. Why? Because they're waiting. And sometimes children say, our parents talk too much. My mother talk too much. My father talk too much. Sometimes they say. So then remember yourself. If you, as a husband, wife, if there's something you have to talk, you just talk and give some peace for other person. Keep the space little bit. Be silence, and sometimes becoming silence. Even the Buddha himself, when people came with the very, the ancient that questions, very difficult, all over the world is still sometimes that questions. When they come to arguments with the huge kind of like the people, bunch of people, but still Buddha was silence. And he didn't go to arguments or try to explain it. Buddha was silence. So sometimes your husband or wife come with the big words and to big arguments. Just be silent. It is a skill, not going to destroy anything. But if you talk, sometimes going to destroy it. Just becoming silence is a skill that you develop for you, not for anybody. And then it will give the peace and tranquility state for other people also. And you become more productive person, and it will help you to grow. That is the important thing. Not just by physically, mentally you grow. So then remember, find your silence deeply. Another thing is, don't talk to yourself in your head. Always mind is like a roller coaster. Our own mind is like a parrot, talking to ourselves for operation, and always blah, 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 blah in our head. And then little by little, once you get out of this outside, and once you shut down your mouth, you know what is happening? You start to recognize you think too much. Why you cannot recognize it now? Because when you talk too much, you can't see how you think. So that's why. When you shut down your words, naturally you start to recognize your mind, and then you yourself, no one need to tell you, you think too much. Everybody heard in our life, somebody told us, you think too much. So because we didn't know, it mostly byproduct of this all our bodily verbal action. So when you slowly shut down little by little, so that's why. Don't talk too much. Try it. It's for you. At least 1 minute, complete silence. You don't talk to yourself. Complete silence. Nothing to do anything, nothing to do with meditation. You can just be silent person. Just completely go back to your own nature and stay. Don't react to anything. Don't think about anything. 1 minute, try. That is called courage. See, do you have it? Just to be silent. And another one is the third one. Pratya avalokana. Pratya means your bodily, verbally, mentally actions. Pratya. Avalokana means you look back yourself. You look back yourself what you have done. So end of the day or whenever you have time as a habit, at least not 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, no, at least look yourself your own yesterday and see what you have done. It will show you something. Get that lesson. That will help you to move forward, and it will help you to grow yourself. So remember these three things. Find the rest, that means get out of the busyness. And the second one, complete silence. And the third one, pratyavalokan. You start to reverse the day. Rewind your day and look what you have done. You don't need to do anything. Don't think, I have done this good, I have done this bad. No, no, no. Don't go to judge your action. Don't do that. Just look. That's it. Don't try to investigate or analyze. Don't do that. Just look. Looking is the key. That's why. That is the because if you bring the analytical preconditioned mind, what is good or what is bad, what you know today is not going to be good or bad tomorrow. That's why. Don't go into that analytical thing. Just learn to see, and then you will see. It's going to take you to something. You have to experience it by yourself. So then, with that, I bless upon everyone. By the practice of this, all this good practice, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.